Many of you don't realize it yet, but you're walking around with unresolved goals, dreams, and commitments. There's a chapter of your story still waiting to be written, a song still unsung, a vision still dormant. It's time to go back, not to dwell, but to re-engage with clarity. Whether it's a health journey you paused, a business venture you shelved, a relationship you gave up on, or a dream you quietly buried under the weight of daily life, it's time to return. Not as the same person who left, but as someone evolved. You have unfinished business and it's calling you back to the front lines of your life. Unfinished business doesn't mean failure. It means potential left on the table. It means purpose waiting to be activated. But the difference this time is how you approach it. You don't need to seek external permission to move forward. You need a new internal lens. What you need is perspective, the ability to see what you couldn't see before, to reinterpret the same events with newfound wisdom and maturity. It's the shift in how you perceive challenges, not as punishments, but as possibilities. You can't undo what has happened, the missteps, the misfortunes, the heartbreaks, but you can choose what they mean to you. That is the power of perspective. You might not have been able to control the breakup, the job loss, the business collapse, or the betrayal, but you can control what comes next. You can let those things embitter you or embolden you. You can view the pain as the end, or you can choose to see it as the beginning of your becoming. Imagine looking at a breakup not as rejection, but as redirection. Imagine thanking the experience for the clarity it gave you, the resilience it built in you. That layoff? Maybe it forced you into the uncomfortable yet necessary decision to start your own company. That betrayal? Perhaps it taught you how to guard your boundaries and honor your worth. The truth is, we don't grow during comfort. We grow when we're stretched. And the stretching only starts when your perspective shifts from why me to what is this trying to teach me? You say you want to elevate, to rise into success, abundance, and a greater version of yourself. But wanting isn't enough. Desiring change without action is like hoping to win the lottery without buying a ticket. The harsh reality is this: your actions must match your ambition. Reading one book a month and working out twice won't transform your life. Listening to a podcast now and then won't rewire your mindset. Transformation requires discipline. It demands consistency. And most importantly, it begins with how you see the process. If you believe you're destined to be a leader, a difference maker, a legacy builder, then understand this. Everything in your life, your emotions, your behaviors, your relationships, rises and falls based on your perception. When you believe that the world is against you, you operate in defensiveness. When you believe that life is working for you, even in adversity, you operate in possibility. You become unstoppable, not because life got easier, but because your vision got clearer. Let me give you a real-life illustration. Imagine two people at the gym. One sees working out as a punishment. He dreads it. He does the bare minimum. He quits when it gets hard. The other is a man who almost lost his life, maybe to a heart condition or a near-fatal accident. He was told by doctors that unless he exercises, his chances of survival are slim. To him, the gym is not punishment. It's a passport to a second chance. He doesn't have to work out. He gets to. Same gym, same equipment, different lens. That's the power of perspective. Your viewpoint will either push you forward or pull you backward. It will either be your greatest advantage or your silent assassin. We've been conditioned to think that struggle is something to avoid, that storms mean setback. But what if the storm is preparing you for a season of abundance? What if the rain you hate is the very thing that's watering the seeds of your future success? Perspective turns adversity into advantage. It shifts complaints into gratitude. It transforms what feels like chaos into a classroom for growth. If you shift your "I should" into "I must," your entire life begins to change. "I should start eating better" becomes "I must honor my health." "I should chase my dreams" becomes "I must fulfill my calling." Should is passive. It's vague. It's a wish. Must is active. It's focused. It's destiny-driven. We all face battles, but perspective determines whether the battle defeats you or defines you. Whatever you're complaining about, your job, your finances, your family, someone else is praying for that very life. You hate your commute? Someone wishes they had a car. You're overwhelmed by responsibilities. Someone prays every night for the chance to have purpose. Gratitude begins when perspective shifts from lack to appreciation. Maybe your current challenge is not an obstacle, but an opportunity. Maybe the closed door is protection. Maybe the rejection is redirection. The truth is, many blessings come disguised as burdens. The discomfort you're feeling might be divine disruption. Are you willing to look deeper? Yes, discipline is difficult. Consistency is hard. But nothing worthwhile ever came easy. And when you compare the effort of self-development to the regret of missed potential, the choice becomes obvious. There are people who would give anything to be where you are, to wake up, to breathe, to try again. Don't take that lightly. Don't squander it. Trials are teachers. Pain is a professor. And life's difficulties are the curriculum that teaches us how to grow. Are you complaining in class, or are you taking notes? Are you resisting the lesson, or are you absorbing the wisdom? Stop focusing on the betrayals. Stop reliving the pain. Stop obsessing over what you lost. You're still here. You still have time. You're still breathing. That means you still have a chance. This is not the end of your story. It's the part where the hero turns the page. You were made for more. Your current season isn't punishment, it's preparation. It's not the valley of defeat, it's the forge of destiny. What you see as the end might be the exact place where your new beginning starts. You have to see beyond the pain. You have to visualize what's on the other side of your struggle. Every breakdown carries the potential for a breakthrough. But if you can't see it, you can't seize it. If you don't believe it's there, you won't endure long enough to reach it. You cannot fix a problem with the same consciousness that created it. That's why a shift in mindset is essential. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at truly do begin to change. Mountains become manageable. Setbacks become setups. Delay becomes divine timing. Perspective is a discipline. It's a muscle. And like all muscles, it must be trained. Practice gratitude. Reframe your struggles. Speak life into your situations. Feed your mind with truth and your soul with hope. And then, act. Take that wisdom and move. Shift. Adapt. Grow. No motivational moment, no quote on Instagram, no speech can sustain you unless you integrate it into your worldview. Unless you take what you hear and let it rewire the way you speak, act, and believe. You are the author of your life, but your perspective is the pen. Every day gives you a chance to see differently, to love harder, to strive further, to become greater. Don't let this day pass you by without choosing a perspective that empowers your purpose. Your unfinished business is not a sign of failure. It's an invitation to fulfillment. It's a reminder that you still have something inside of you worth fighting for. So go back to the vision, return to the dream, reconnect with your calling. But this time, don't come empty. Come armed with clarity. Come filled with gratitude. Come ready to transform. Because the right perspective doesn't just change your direction. It makes the impossible possible. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you.